Hey, what's up out there, all you baddies? I need you to subscribe to Raze Chaos. I'm coming after you. Hungala!
And welcome back, everybody. My name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to my channel, and we are so excited today. Yes, Raze hasn't done very many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle videos. As a matter of fact, I don't think he's done any of them. Well, maybe. I think I did a Casey Jones at one point. But part of that is due to the tight-knit team that they are. So a lot of times, if I don't get all the turtles, I don't feel like that's a full video. I don't, and you know, getting them individually, it's just a bit of a commitment in making sure that I get them all before I do that, because you really can't do one of the turtles without the other, except for this situation. We have the Last Ronin from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the previews exclusive of the Last Ronin. And this is the Books A Million exclusive hardcover of the Last Ronin, because, yeah, I was in the position to get both of them, and I'd heard enough about the Last Ronin that I actually was very curious about it. Initially, just knowing about just seeing it by itself wasn't something that I was really interested in getting. But after reading the synopsis about what the Last Ronin was, it turned out I really had to get it. We're going to put you away because we got to talk some turtles. So one of the things that drew me to this story was actually that it is Eastman and Laird, the original creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As far as my history with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that came out slightly too late to really catch my interest. I remember when it came out. I remember getting the first stories that they came out with, which were black and white, and I really enjoyed it. And it was gritty. It was dark. I mean, it was a parody, because they just thought, how can something this ridiculous work? So what they did was they told a kung fu story with these ridiculous, the ridiculous premise of these characters. And I think one of the things that struck me was that it was very serious. I mean, Leonardo decapitates Shredder in the first freaking story. Blah. It was like, okay, so this is badass. And then the next thing you know, you have the cartoon, and you're just kind of like, wait. And I mean, all the turtles had basically the same look. The only distinguishing feature between all of them was the different weapons that they used. And the series was in black and white. So, I mean, yeah, it was a very serious story being told in a very silly premise. And then when they made it child-friendly and put it on TV, you had the multicolored masks and looks, the armbands and everything for them. And really just kind of shoved them into the marketing machine. And for me, that was just something that I really didn't really get into. I mean, obviously, I know the Turtles, they're part of the world culture. I won't say that any of that didn't land for me, because I did enjoy the team up with Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I wasn't expecting to, but honestly, reading it touched so many fine points that I was just like, oh, yeah, this is solid. But having the original creators come back to basically make a wrap-up to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles story, that was just something that I really had to check out, and I was hoping so bad that it wasn't as goofy as the cartoon had made it. And one of the biggest mysteries that really got me was that, The Last Ronin has this. You can see the sai going off in one hand, the sword going off in the other. You see the nunchucks attached to the back, along with the bow staff. So this really is the last turtle. And I'm not going to give away which one it was, but it was basically a mystery all the way through the first issue of the series, which obviously I got the book, so to me it was revealed relatively quickly. It was a 5-issue miniseries, and yeah, over too quickly as far as I'm concerned, but due to the story, you were going to figure it out sooner or later. One of the most enjoyable parts of it, and part of the reason why I'm doing this video right before Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving, is that he's followed by the 3 phantoms of his brothers, and all of them commentating on what he's doing, and naysaying or encouraging, just exactly what brothers would do. And yeah, since Thanksgiving is supposed to be about getting together with family, I kind of thought that it would be a little bit more appropriate. And since, not really a big fan of the spirit of Thanksgiving, I didn't want to do something exactly Thanksgiving-y. So yeah, that's why I chose to do this one. But I've talked him up quite a bit. I am going to take him out, and let's have a look at him. Yeah, this is like a very important detail as far as this goes. You see that he actually has one side here, one side in his belt. You've got the bow staff strapped to the back. There's actually only one set of nunchucks on him, and then you've got the sword. Then you've got one sword. So I suppose that makes sense, but at the same time, like, well, yeah, because I mean, the only person that actually had one weapon was Donatello. But yeah, you get to go through at least the first half of the story, with what turtle is this? Which one is it? Set 10 years in the future, or a little bit more than 10 years in the future. So there's only one turtle left, and considering that the Foot, or the descendants of the Foot, have essentially taken over, you get the sense that something has happened to Splinter and the rest of the turtles, and you'd be right. So yeah, you get that big thing, and one of the things that's mentioned to him by one of his old friends is that he is actually bigger and stronger than he used to be when he was part of a group of 4. And that plays a big part in the story as well, to show how the further mutation happened. But yeah, other than that, this was a very well-crafted story, well-crafted pop, as it has so much detail in all the different weapons. And there is nothing, if you just get the figure, you're not going to figure out which one of the turtles actually ends up being the Last Ronin. And like I said, I'm not telling. But I love the idea that, Ronin is essentially, what a Ronin is essentially is a samurai that's lost its master. And and since Splinter is killed in the story, that's the only one that you know for sure is dead. Well, 3 of them are dead, but you couldn't name them. You can't be sure which one of them's gone. Splinter is gone, and yeah, he is without a master. He's without a house, and yeah, so it's very fitting. And I thought the story was really worked out, and it was really great to revisit the turtles and seeing their story wrapped up in such a way that it was satisfying for me, and for a lot of the old turtle fans that got on there before the cartoon kind of took it in a different direction. It's very satisfying. Not to say that it wouldn't be satisfying for later fans as well. I mean, I don't want to gatekeep or anything, but like, basically I'm calling out to people who maybe got tired of the turtles. This is definitely something that's worth checking out, to dip your toe back into it, at least for a little while. So yeah, this was a very fun find. This was a very fun experience getting to get into that. It was a fun little mystery to discover and get through. And yeah, I'm not going to keep you much longer. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give me a like if you enjoyed this kind of thing. Normally I'm doing DC stuff. Normally I do some Marvel on the comic covers. And I guess not the Marvel Pops, but just about everything else. Yeah, give me a like on this on this video. Let me know how you enjoyed it. Let me know if you enjoyed reading the Ronin, or if you're going to check out The Last Ronin. If you have read it, please no spoilers in the comments. That's not cool, man. Why would you spoil something like that? But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Never forget that life is full of odd moments, and you never know when you're going to be defined.